I just ask that you do drop it in the comment sections, okay? But if you are here with me on TikTok, welcome, my love bugs. Can you guys hear me okay? I hope so. Are we good? Can y'all hear me? Yes, no, maybe so, something. But anyways, if y'all don't know who I am going to go ahead and introduce myself and all that kind of fun stuff. And turn my music down in the process. But anyways, if y'all don't know me, my name is Nataushia. A lot of people also know me as the Seated Cardio Queen. Oh, it's okay. It is totally okay. Hey, girl. But anyways, my name is Nataushia. I'm known as the Seated Cardio Queen. So basically what that means is we're going to work out in a chair. TikTok, can you guys hear me? Can somebody say something? Hey, sis. Hey, Connie. Yay. Thank you, Grace. Hey, sweetheart. So anyways, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working out in a chair. I don't care if you have a kitchen chair. I don't care if you got a couch. I don't care if you're using your bed. Or if you need to use the stinking porcelain throne in your bathroom, you can use that too. As long as you got something to sit on, that's all that matters to me, all right? And that you give me your best effort. Because you're going to see me and you're going to see I'm going to be going fast on some of these exercises. But I don't want you to sit here and have to worry about trying to keep up with me and doing all that kind of fancy-dancy stuff. All I care about is that you do the best that you can. We're going to have 14 exercises, 3 rounds, 30 seconds per exercise with 10-second breathers in between each one. So what that means is I don't care if you do 3, 13, or 30 reps within that 30-second period. All I care about is that you're giving me your all in every single one of the rounds. Now, I understand coming from over 500 plus pounds, exercise can be challenging, 100%. I ain't even gonna front, like it ain't always been easy in a walk in the park. So that's why I am so passionate about coming on my platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, to show you guys the different modifications, because I feel like modified exercise should be normalized. But a lot of people don't even know that modifications even exist. So I'm taking that and making it accessible for every single person, because what I've done is I've created all-inclusive seated cardio, high-intensity interval training workout routines where we literally work out in a chair. But I took my understanding of being over 500 plus pounds and I've modified exercises to that, okay? So what I want you to understand is just give me your all, because I understand what it is like to literally be looked dead in the face and told that your all isn't good enough, or that you're not giving your best effort when you really, really are, okay? So with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all know our routine, and we're gonna get the party started in just a second. Now, what I will also let you know is if you ain't never worked out with your girl before, I am gonna show you different modifications so that if you have issues with leg engagement, you're going to be able to still exercise with this regardless of your circumstances, okay? Because I know that I have friends that have mobility issues. I know that I have friends that are in wheelchairs, etc., etc. So guess what? I know what it's like to be left out. I know what it's like not to have a place to fit in. We don't do that over here. I don't know about y'all, but I don't be rolling like that, period. So I'll make sure everybody has a way to access exercise. So I will show you guys different things that you can do to keep your heart rate up and elevated, because I want y'all to understand the most important thing for you to do in this routine is keep your heart rate up and elevated in those intervals that we're exercising. So I don't care if you get up and you dance, you do whatever you want to do the stanky leg. I don't care what you do, but whatever you do, keep moving. And then when I say take that breather, catch your breath, watch me, because what I'm going to do is in round 1, I'm going to show you all them upcoming exercises, okay? But we're going to start off tonight with my favorite, which is the Eagles. And then we're going in cross ankle tap. You liked it first, thank you. Uppercuts, jump ropes, reach and step, knee slicer, battle ropes, oblique, shoulder press, jacks, out and ups, underleg jacks, row, and then tapsies, okay? But listen, please understand y'all can do this. Like, I ain't even gonna front. Like, I know exercise is a challenge, period. Because I didn't lose over 280 pounds without a struggle. Like, I had to 100% change my lifestyle and put in the work, because that's what you have to do, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and adjust YouTube, TikTok, I might bring you guys down a little bit. Facebook, I'm going to bring you guys down a little bit. The only thing that I ask outside of giving me your best effort, hit that share button. If y'all don't know, next week I'm going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada for the Cheer Choice Awards as a top 5 fitness award nominee. Super excited, actually. I'm also selling Candy Cleanse right now to help meet my goals to get there. Thank you, Fernando. But I'm also selling my Candy Cleanse Detox Tea. It's 15 doll hairs per bottle with $15 flat rate shipping. Okay? So I'm trying to meet my goal to be able to get there. I've got my flight covered. I got all that stuff covered, but I just got a few last minute things, and I've created the Candy Cleanse Detox for my company to help you guys lose weight. I lost 8.4 pounds in 5 days, okay? But let me bring Facebook down, and we're getting this party started, okay? Are y'all ready? Hello, Mendrake. Let me make sure y'all can see YouTube. And make sure y'all got something to drink, okay? Kat, do I see you on here, girl? I thought I seen you. I'm gonna bring y'all down. And we're going to get sweaty, okay? Y'all going to get sweaty with Natty. Lettice, Cat, girl, I love you. I'm so glad that you are back, Violet. All right. So I think we all Gucci. Now, I do still have my GoFundMe if y'all want to access that too. But I'm hitting this chair and we're getting the party started. Because your girl got to go in and work third shift again tonight. Because I also got a real job outside of this. And I've had like 3 hours of sleep today. But you know what? I'm showing up. So don't come at me and tell me you're too tired to exercise, because guess what? I'm working thirds and still showing up anyway with lack of sleep. But anyways, what you're going to do is you're going to sit at the edge of your chair. You're going to focus on keeping your back off the back of your chair. Let me move to talk a little bit more. And then we're also going to focus on keeping our core tight, okay? A lot of people don't know what that means. So basically what that is if you have ever taken a selfie and you sucked your belly in to look skinny, that's what keeping your core tight is. Just remember to breathe. I know all the CPRs and first aids, but I can't jump through this phone and save you. So please remember to breathe for the love of sweet dear baby Jesus. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you quick feet, which is this right here. It's one of the easiest exercises that I have to keep your heart rate up and elevated. But I understand some of us don't have leg engagement, or that's very challenging, right? So what I would suggest, go into a seated jack or do uppercuts. Because again, for my friends that don't have the ability to potentially engage your legs, find a way to keep that heart rate up and elevated, okay? So doing uppercuts, doing seated jacks with no leg engagement, things of that nature is going to get that heart rate up and pumping. Now, our first exercise that we have up tonight is Eagles. You're going to flap out, stop here, kind of in front of your chest, and then you're going to butterfly back out, squeezing those shoulder blades. We're going to knock that out for 30 seconds. In just a moment, I'm going to go on ahead and track our routine on my Apple Watch. It's high intensity interval training. If you want to say you're swimming, baby, you do what you want to do, okay? But I'm going to go on ahead and pull up our timer. We've got 30 seconds of Eagles. Let's go. But welcome to Tuesday. I will be back for Challenge Wednesday as well, even though I'm working third shift and it's kicking my behind rest-wise. But that's okay. We can show up and work out anyway. So don't you dare tell me you're too tired to work out, because I 100% feel it too. We can do this. We can do it together. Take your breather though. Up next is going to be that cross ankle tap. I have 4 examples. Please pay attention. We got cross ankle tap, or cross shin tap, or cross knee tap, or is raising that knee a challenge? All right. So you pick one of them 4. We're going to knock it out for 30 seconds. Let's go. I don't know who sent me stars, but thank you, Facebook. We got option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4, no leg engagement. Because I promise, when I was over 500 plus pounds, lifting my legs were challenging. Reaching my feet was challenging. So I like to show all of the the modifications because it should be normalized. Take your breather. Woo! Up next is going to be upper cuts. Now, if you're keeping your core tight, that's also going to engage your obliques. Y'all ready? If not, that's too bad. My timer just went off. We've got 30 seconds. Let's kill it. But if y'all don't know anything about me, you're just popping on, you're brand new, my name is Nataushia. I'm known as the Seated Cardio Queen. As you can see, I'm sitting in a chair and I'm working out, right? If you've never worked out in a chair before, do not dare knock this until you try it. I'd injured myself, take your breather, after losing 200 pounds. I injured my left ankle and knew I still needed cardio. We got jump rope option 1. Option 2, bouncing on them tippy toes. Option 3, just do this. We're gonna knock that out for 30 seconds. Let's get it. But I injured my left ankle, so obviously running and doing all those things was out of the question for me for a short time. So that's when I started to look up seated exercises. I couldn't find routines. So me being a former athlete, basketball, powder puff football, and a college track and field scholarship, I took all my athletic knowledge and created seated cardio. Now I continue to share it because I understand. Take your breather. Some folks don't know where to start. Some folks are like me and don't know of any alternatives. Some folks have leg engagement issues. What's up, babe? I got us covered. Next is reach and step or reach. Reach. We're going to knock this out for 30 seconds. Starting now. So reach and step. Reach and step. But I understand stepping can be a challenge. So just reach it out, okay? But I don't come on here to claim to be a personal trainer because that's not what I am. All I am is a former college athlete that has lost over 280 pounds. And I'm just trying to help other people on their weight loss journey, introduce them to my lifestyle. And what I've done, take your breather, to lose over 280 pounds. We're gonna move into our knee slicer, or knee slam, or knee slam. I have 3 options. We're gonna knock this out for 30 seconds. Starting now. So option 1. But if raising that knee is challenging, baby, slam it out. Or modified slam it out, because sometimes even going that low is a challenge. But that doesn't mean that you can't do it. But I just simply want to show the world what is possible. Because had I not done this, I wouldn't have lost over 80 pounds, take a breather, in my weight loss journey just by sitting in a chair and working out. But up next is going to be our battle rope. Okay, we're going to knock this out for 30 seconds. Starting now. But I will let you know, when I am strict, I watch my proteins, carbs, and sugars only. I try to hit around 60 to 100 grams of protein every day when I'm strict, 50 net carbohydrates, and 28 grams of sugar daily. Those are the things that I track. I don't count my calories. I don't watch my sodium. None of that. Now, I will let you know I have had gastric sleeve surgery. I had that on June 30th, 2021. Take your breather. I was exactly 440 pounds. Exactly. We're about to move into oblique option 1, or option 2, or option 3. Okay? We're going to knock it out for 30 seconds. Woo, I'm sweating. Let's go. So obviously, if this is challenging, that's why I encourage the oblique bend, or you can do the heel tap. And maybe you're like, but I can't go that low. You do what your body can handle. You can listen to your body, because I promise Every little bit of movement that you do to get your heart rate up, to burn calories, is going to pay off. Take your breather. Next is shoulder press. Option 1. Option 2. You're keeping your arms parallel with the floor and you're up and down, okay? We're gonna knock this out for 30 seconds. Starting now. Let's get it. So you're keeping your arms again parallel with the floor. If you don't believe I've lost weight, you can check my arm fat and excess skin. But I like to keep my arms up and tight, and then I also like to keep my legs elevated in this, but I understand not everybody can lift their legs. But the reason why I do keep my legs up is because it helps me engage my abdominal region as well. But you do what your body can handle, and take your breather, babe, because I know you earned it. Now up next is going to be our jacks. We have option 1, option 2, option 3, okay? Now go at your own pace. You might be like, oh my goodness, there's no way I can keep up with you. I don't want you to keep up with me. I want you to give me your best effort. We've got 30 seconds of jacks starting now. Let's get it. But I can also say I was not this quick when I first started seated cardio. I could not keep my back off the back of my chair at first. I had to use it quite a bit because I hadn't developed my core strength enough yet. You have to keep showing up. It's just like basketball. The more you practice your free throw, the more likely you are to consecutively hit that free throw. Take your breather. You cannot expect for something to work for you if you're not putting in the work and practicing. Next is going to be out and up. So you're going to go out, in, up, down. Out, in, up, down. Repeat that to yourself, then focus on getting it faster, okay? We've got 30 seconds. Let's go. Out, in, up, down. Out, in, up, down, okay? We're almost done with round 1 of 3. We do 14 exercises, 3 rounds, 30 seconds per exercise with 10-second breathers. Take that breather. Up next is going to be our underleg jacks. But if going under the leg is a challenge, do this modification, okay? Woo! We're knocking out for 30 seconds. Let's get it. But when I was much heavier, going under my legs was highly challenging. Like I couldn't even bend over to tie my shoes without gasping for air. It was a struggle to go up and down stairs. So that's why I'm like, hey baby, look at this modification. That's one thing that you'll find about me in rounds 1 and 2 and sometimes 3. I will always show modifications because I understand what it's like to want to exercise, to want to work out, take your breather, and not know how to do it, and not know where to start or know a way around it. So I show that for us. Whew. And thank you for the gifts, TikTok. I seen you. Next is going to be our seated row. We have 2 options. We got option 1 or option 2. No legs. But you're going to squeeze those shoulder blades, okay? We're going to knock out that for 30 seconds starting now. So option 1 with our legs. Good. Now remember, if finishing one of these exercises is too hard for you, just do quick feet or find a way to keep that heart rate up and elevated. If you want to get up and do the electric slide, go for it. Even if you're just walking in place, that works too, but take that breather. Whew. We got Tapsy up next. That is down, out, up, in. down, out, up, in, okay? Now you're gonna see me and I'm gonna be a little quicker. Don't freak out, baby. It's okay. We got 30 seconds of tapsies. Starting now. Down, out, up, in. Down, out, up, in. Okay, I'm about to pick up my pace. But you do what you can do. I promise I was not this coordinated when I first started doing this. You just gotta keep showing up, okay? Now I am keeping my arms tight when I'm doing this exercise so I can engage those muscles and take that breather. We're going in round 2 of 3. But my whole mission is to be able to share these routines with you guys as long as the Lord allows me to, because I want to change lives. I want to inspire people for my over 280-pound weight loss journey. I want people to see you don't have to start off running a marathon and running 700 miles within one day. You can start right here. It's low impact, beginner friendly, and you can go at your own pace. Because our exercises and our weight loss routines is not like some kind of fast sprint. You have to build up your tolerance. But let's go into Eagles. We got 30 seconds of Eagles starting now. Because when I first started to exercise and I was over 500 pounds, I'm not going to front y'all, I could not get down on the floor and do a burpee. I couldn't do a mountain climber. I couldn't do a sit-up. I couldn't do a push-up. But that did not stop me. I looked for modified burpees, modified push-ups, modified mountain climbers. I can lean on my dresser or wall if I want and get it in. There's absolutely no excuse, take your breather, outside of the fact that you were too lazy to look for other alternatives. But if you want something bad enough, you're going to find a way to access it. That's what I did. I found a way to still lose over 280 pounds in my weight loss journey because I didn't allow my 500 plus pound weight to keep me back. I've added tools, I've added exercises, I've done everything that I can to not be over 500 plus pounds. So I don't do excuses, I don't accept, oh well, I'm too big to do this. Baby, no, you're a liar. Respectfully. Adjust your mental and understand that there is a way, no matter what size, no matter your mobility, no matter what your situation is. You can do it, but you've got to be willing to step outside your comfort zone a little bit to figure out what you can do. We're moving into cross ankle tap. We got 30 seconds. Starting now. Option 1. Option 2, shin. Option 3, cross knee tap. Option 4, just knee tap, okay? Keep it going, you got it. But I do provide my routines free of charge Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take your breather. On YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, okay? But it's uppercut time. We got 30 seconds of uppercuts. Let's go. But thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for the shares. And thank you for the follows and the gifts. I appreciate you all and I see you. Thank you, TikTok. Now, all of my routines, again, are free of charge. You just got to be here and tune in with me, okay? Take your breather. Up next is going to be our jump rope. Now, round 3, I'm probably not going to show my modifications, but we're going to knock out our jump rope for 30 seconds. Starting now, so option 1. Option 2, we're bouncing on our tippy toes. Option 3, no leg engagement. Keeping that core tight. But if you are just hopping on and don't know me, my name's Nataushia. I'm known as the Seated Cardio Queen. So it's nice to have you here. Thank you for tuning in with us this evening. Take your breather. We do 3 rounds, 14 exercises, 30 seconds per exercise with 10-second breathers in between each one. Okay? Up next is going to be our reach and step. All right. We got 30 seconds, reach and steps. Let's get it. So reach and step, or reach, reach, reach. Now, if you don't know and you're brand new, I will let you know the quicker you try to move in these exercises, the more it increases your heart rate, which in turn will burn more calories. Yes. Good. You got it. Take your breather, babe. Up next is going to be our knee slicer. Now, I have modifications for that exercise if raising that knee's a challenge. So don't be scared. We got 30 seconds. Let's go. Option 1. Option 2, we're going to slam it. But if that's a challenge for you still, modified slam. Keeping that core good and tight till you can get to an advanced example, okay? But just give your best effort and you're going to be Gucci, okay? You got this. Take your breather. Good job, sweetheart. Up next is going to be our battle ropes. A lot of these exercises you will see have many different variations because it's okay to have modifications. Don't be like, this isn't real, because yes it is, baby. How else do you feel like you can lose weight if you're struggling to walk on a treadmill, if you're struggling to run on an elliptical or do the Stairmaster? Because I know what it's like being over 500 plus pounds. It's okay to start here. It's okay to be injured and rely on this. But let's battle rope. We got 30 seconds. Battle rope, let's go. But I love being able to come on here and do this for the world. Literally, globally, I have people participating in this. I have people from all over the world that do my seated exercises. And I think that it is such a beautiful thing because not everybody knew this existed. I didn't know it did. Take a breather. Until I injured myself and created it. Now it's becoming like a very common situation. We got obliques up next. We're knocking out for 30 seconds. Let's go. Option 1. Or option 2, side bend, side bend, side bend. Or option 3, heel tap. Okay? Now we'll let you know you can even lay in your bed and do this at the nighttime, or if you're in the gym, you can do that as well. That was one of the first exercises that I really started to use when I was much heavier. But I just want you guys to understand I believe in you. I know exercise is hard. Take your breather. But I also know what is even more hard is not knowing where to start. Thank you for the gifts, TikTok. I also know what it's like to want to change, but you don't even know that this is something that you can use. I know Grace, Joanna, Tanya, Karen, Megan, Sharon, Meg, like so many people that I consider family and friends, use these exercises religiously as often as they can and see success out of it just like I do. So that's one of the biggest other reasons why I continue to show up for this world, okay? But we're going to move into our shoulder press with an optional leg raise, okay? You ain't got to do leg raise because I know it can be a challenge. But I do it simply because it helps with core engagement. Now, I'm tensing up my arms. When I do this, I'm not dropping my arms down here, and I ain't doing this right here. That defeats the purpose. Now, if you want to use resistance bands, if you want to use free weights, whatever, you can. But I show up to show the world all you need is something to sit on. And a little bit of motivation to move. Good. Take that breather. We're almost done with round 2 of 3. Awesome work tonight, y'all. We're going to move into our jacks next. Now, we'll let you know what Challenge Wednesday is like in this next one. We got 30 seconds of jacks. Let's go. Option 1, option 2, option 3. You pick. Challenge Wednesday, we have 10 exercises, 3 rounds, 1 minute per exercise with 20-second breathers in between each one. I don't expect you to exercise for a full minute, but what I do expect of you, stay moving until I say take a breather. Give me your best effort. Listen to your body. Do what you can do. I do Challenge Wednesday every Wednesday so you can gauge your progress. Take your breather. Because a lot of folks are like, oh my gosh, I'm dying, but I can see I'm getting stronger. I'm dying, but I see that I can do 10 reps compared to the 5 reps that I could do when I started this. Challenge Wednesday isn't to break you, it's to help you. It's to help allow you to see where you need to improve or where you have improved, okay? But we are going to move into our out and ups. We got 30 seconds. Let's go. Out, in, up, down. Out, in, up, down. Now, if you want to have your arms out in front of you and do this, what that's going to do is it's going to engage your core. And you're going to get that additional workout. I can feel my arms even burning sometimes when I do this. But you have to do what you can do. I so often see, oh my gosh, you go so fast. I can't do that. That's fine. Take your breather. I don't want you to keep up with me. I can reiterate that over and over. Thank you for the gifts, TikTok. I do reiterate that because I don't want you to hurt yourself. I want you to listen to your body, go at your own pace, and do what you can do. Because I know for a fact, if you're out here gunning it the whole way, you're going to hurt yourself. You're not going to want to come back. So that's why I'm like, go at your own pace. And as you continue to show up, increase your challenge, okay? We're going to go ahead and move into row. No, we're not. We're going into underleg jacks. We got 30 seconds. Underleg jacks. Let's go. Option 1. Option 2. But welcome to Tuesday's Seated Cardio with the Seated Cardio Queen. My name is Natasha. It is so nice to have you here. I used to be over 500 plus pounds if you've never seen me before, and I've lost over 280 pounds since 2021. I've changed how I eat. I've increased my exercise. I control my portions. Take your breather. And I also use appetite suppressing tools now as well. I drink a tea that suppresses my appetite. I drink a coffee that suppresses my appetite. I use drops that suppresses my appetite. I have a candy cleanse that suppresses my appetite because I know what it's like to want to eat and eat and eat to where you can't ever even stop. So I use tools to keep me from overeating now, along with having gastric sleeve. We're going into row. We have 30 seconds. Seated row. Starting now. We've got option 1. Or option 2. Squeezing those shoulder blades, okay? But I just want you to understand, you are not alone. I know how hard it is to want to lose weight. Thank you guys so much for the gifts, TikTok. I know what it's like to just want to have somebody be like, baby, I believe in you. Baby, I see you. Take your breather. I know what it's like to feel like you don't have anybody at all that cares about you or that even acknowledges your worth because you feel so isolated and secluded from the world. I didn't find my relief in life until I really started to focus on God. That's where mine came from. But what happens is when you find that love from Him, everything kind of changes and improves. We're going into tapsies. We got 30 seconds of tapsies. Starting now, we have down, out, up, in, down, out, up, in. But I've tried to create a platform with everyone here to make it all inclusive, to make sure everyone has a safe space. Because I get what it's like to be rejected. I get what it's like to be played. I get what it's like to hurt. And just want the bare minimum to feel accepted and wanted. You don't have to worry about anything here. We don't do negativity. Take your breather. We're moving into round 3, our third and final round. Because one thing I don't tolerate is disrespect. One thing I don't tolerate is somebody making fun of somebody else or hurting somebody else. You might pop on here and say, hey girl, you need to hit the gym. But what you don't know is I used to be over 500 plus pounds. You can tell me to go hit the gym, but I already hit the gym. But I do this free of charge out the kindness of my heart because I know some people have no access to a gym. They don't know where to start. They don't have somebody that's going to hold their hand in the process. So I am that person, free of charge, because some people can't afford a gym membership. So you can say all the nasties you want to, do all the negative stuff, but we don't roll like that over here. We're a family. We love and we try to encourage other people because this world's a nasty place. We're moving into our third and final round. We have 30 seconds of eagles. Starting now. Because I promise you my block game is on fleek right now, baby. I don't even respond anymore hardly to negativity. I see you say something, bye Felicia. And if you're a Felicia and you're a nice Felicia, you're welcome here. It's okay. It's okay. But I don't tolerate nastiness because I've been made fun of most of my life. I've been a jumbo buffet. I've been called Godzilla. I've been told, oh, here comes the earthquake. I know what it's like to be made fun of. Take your breather. And then even when I share, like about my excess skin or about my weight loss journey, people are like, are you ever going to get your skin cut off? Are you going to pay for it? What's wrong with how I look? Not a thing, because I am made in His image and I'm perfectly fine the way that I am because He loves me regardless of excess skin, stretch marks, or whatever. Because I am beautiful just like you are, no matter what size you are, no matter what color skin you have, no matter what is going on with you. You are a beautiful person because we are all made in God's image. Do you hear me? So if you got the little extraness, rock it, baby. If somebody ain't willing to pay for it, rock it. Some of us ain't got insurance. Okay? Carry on, Nancy. Now, if you're a nice Nancy, you're welcome here. Nice Nancys are cool. Negative Nancys, bye. But anyway, we're going to go into our cross ankle taps, okay? We have 30 seconds. Cross ankle tap. Let's go. Option 1. Option 2. I said I wouldn't do modifications, but here I am. Look at me being a little fibber. But guess what? I want people to see all possibilities. I don't want you to feel like you can't do this because you can. Good. And thank you for all the love, TikTok. Take your breather, y'all. I've seen y'all sending gifts. I've seen all the love. I see all the little tappy taps. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you again, whoever you guys are sending all the gifts. Thank you, TikTok. We're going to move into our uppercuts, okay? We got 30 seconds. Let's get it. Thank you, TikTok. Keep it going. But I will be back here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Praise God, I got a whole job now. I fought for over a month and a half trying to get a job, and I finally got hired. But I'm on night shifts, so I still show up and do this even when I have very little sleep, because I know what it's like. Take your breather. So I want to work out, and then sometimes people not be able to show up. But what I will say is if I cannot show up, I always share a recording for you guys. So always watch my platform pages, TikTok and Facebook, and I'll always make sure you have a way to work out if I cannot be live. That's what I do out of the kindness of my heart. because I got y'all, okay? But it's time for us to move into jump rope. We got 30 seconds of jump rope. Starting now. Option 1. Option 2, bounce, bounce, bounce on your tippy toes. Option 3, just do this motion. But this is where I feel like I am meant to be. I feel like this is my purpose, to try and help other people and inspire other people. As cliche as it may be, if I can lose over 280 pounds, I know you can lose your weight too. Take your breather. But I want you to understand, it did not happen overnight for me. I started in 2021. I didn't gain my weight overnight either. It's taken me all these years, lots of work, lots of ups and downs, turns, twists, mountains, roller coasters, all that kind of stuff. But I've lost over 280 pounds and I show up to share my story. Y'all know when I gain weight. Y'all know when I lose weight. Y'all know when I struggle. Y'all know when I succeed. Because I'm one of those social media people that ain't gonna front about it, because I'm real. I'm transparent. Okay? But it is time for us to reach and step, because baby, we gonna reach for them stars, because that's what we are. We stars out here. Whew, let's go. Option 1. If stepping's challenging, boom, boom, boom. You got it. But I'm so proud of you. Maybe you're just trying to get a feel of what this is that I offer. Guess what? You can do this. I don't care if you're wearing jeans. I don't care what you're doing. You can hop in today. You might be like, but I'll look silly. So what? You're going to look silly. Take your breather. When you're laying on that hospital bed fighting for your life because you didn't decide to start doing something about your life. I'm just being real. Because had I not been facing cancer, in 2021, precancerous cells were found in my uterus. I won't be sitting here right now, but I one day want to be a mom. So I changed my life so one day I can have that come true. Because I knew that if I didn't change my life, I would end up with uterine cancer. I would never have the possibility to have children of my own. But I took control of my life. I don't want you to have to wait until it's too late. Your time is now, or you can start tomorrow, one of the two. Get you some little workout clothes on and you can tune in tomorrow and work out with us. But don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait to be motivated, because you ain't never going to be motivated. You're very rarely will you be motivated. More times than not, you have to make yourself show up. I've been not motivated a lot of my journey, and I just showed up because whatever. I wanted to sleep today. But I'm here. You're not always going to have the motivation. You just got to do what you got to do and keep showing up. And I promise you the results are going to come, but they ain't going to come if you ain't going to put in the work. But we're moving into knee slicer. We got 30 seconds of knee slicer. Starting now. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3. And y'all might be sitting over here and being like, well, you're rude. It's going to be real rude when you're sitting there wishing that you would have listened. Who's going to be sitting there when it's too late and being like, man, there was this girl, she was on TikTok that night or Facebook or wherever you're watching me from, and she was like, man, take your breather. She was sitting over here throwing game down, but I didn't want to play the game because I wanted to keep playing with my life. Your life ain't worth playing with, y'all. I don't know if you know that or not. You're worthy of so much more than what you're allowing yourself to be doing right now, because you're simply afraid of change. Change ain't easy, but it is worth it when it comes to living your life the best way that you can. And you can do it. Don't be like, I can't. Stop speaking death over yourself, because you can. Whew, law. Let's go into battle rope. We got 30 seconds. Starting. Oop, not the calculator. We got 30 seconds of battle rope. Let's go. But I believe in you, and I will keep showing up until the Lord tells me that I can't anymore. Now, my times may change once I have a set schedule with my job that I just got hired at, and I will keep you all posted on that. Because your girl got to have an income. My social media is not paying me squat. So I had to get a real job. So I will keep showing up when I have the ability. Take your breather. But me freely doing this ain't getting me nowhere outside of being able to help other people. So I have to work so I can live and have a sustaining life like a real human. So y'all just gonna have to play it by ear as to whether or not whatever's gonna happen, okay? Well, let's go ahead and move into our obliques. We got 30 seconds of obliques. Starting now. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3. Let's go. Good. That's it. Keep going. You got it. Take your breather. We got jacks up next, okay? We got 30 seconds of jacks. Starting now. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3. Let's go. Oh, and I know some of y'all might be like, you were on the track and field team, but you were heavy, because I was a thrower. PSA. I was a track and field athlete, but I was the field part. Take your breather. I was ranked in the top 5 in the state of Kentucky for being a discus thrower. Discus shot put, I didn't like weight. I didn't like hammer, and I definitely did not like javelin. But discus was my forte. Okay. So for those of y'all that might have wondered, how in the world is this big girl on the track team? Because I threw. And I'll explain that in a second. But we've got out and ups starting now. We got 30 seconds. Out and up starting now. Out, in, up, down. But anyways, I can remember when I was in the 7th grade, my track coach at the time came up to me. Mind you, I've played basketball, I've done powder puff football, all the things. But he came up to me, he's like, Natasha, will you be on the track team? I laughed in his face. Because mind you, I was almost 300 pounds in middle school. I laughed at him. I said, I ain't going to be no runner. Laughed at him. He's like, oh, you ain't going to have to run. Take a breather. Y'all ever heard this thing called conditioning? I about died. I was like, he said I didn't have to run. I'm out here running with the runners and conditioning. I thought I was going to die. I did. But I still kept showing up. And it was a rough one. But I was a thrower, running with the runners. I wasn't running with them. I was kind of 700 yards behind them as they were lapping. I was like, but you said I wasn't going to run. I'll never forget that. But I'm glad that I did what I did because I learned something about myself. I still wanted to do what they were doing, but I physically wasn't able to keep up yet. Now I can go all the way around the track without stopping at a very slow pace, but I can do that now. When used to, I couldn't. But it's time for us to go into underleg jacks. We got 30 seconds starting now. Even in college, I couldn't keep up with the runners. In college, I was over 500 pounds, but I was still strong as an ox, and I could do what I could do. But I was very blessed. Now, if you can't go under them legs, do this right here, okay? But I love being able to share my story. I love being able to be like, hey, guess what? I'm resilient as heck, baby. You can do what you can do, or you can continue to make excuses and be like, I can't do this. I can't eat like that. Take your breather. I can't meal prep. But as I've shared many a times, you can hang yourself with what you say. Because there is power in what comes out of your mouth. And what comes out of your mouth is going to go into your mind. and it's going to solidify, and it's going to be just that. Thank you so much for the gifts, TikTok. We're going to go into our row. We've got 30 seconds. Seated row. Let's go. We've got option 1. If using them legs is a challenge, you're going to do this. Okay, and I do believe we forgot to do our shoulder press with that optional leg raise. So we're going to go ahead and knock that out, and then we're going to do our tapsies, okay? I think I forgot to do that. Oopsie poopsie. But thank you guys so much for tuning in with us tonight. I hope to see you all back tomorrow for Challenge Wednesday. Thank you for all of the follows. Thank you for all the subscriptions. Take your breather. I'm going to do the shoulder press, optional leg raise in just a moment. All right. We got 30 seconds. Shoulder press, optional leg raise. Starting now. Then we're going to do our tapsie. But my name is Nataushia. I'm known as the Seated Cardio Queen because I work out in a kitchen chair. If you sit on a bed, an ottoman, a couch, something of that nature, you're going to engage your core a lot more. So just pace yourself until you can get something a little bit more supportive. You can still do it. Take your breather. We're going to move into tapsies next, okay? Now, if we already did it and I made y'all do it again, you're welcome. It ain't going to hurt you. Thank you for all the love. Thank you. Let's go into these tapsies. We got 30 seconds. Down, out, up, in. Down, out, up, in. Let's go. Now, we are going to stretch. We do remain seated where this is all inclusive. So we're going to do our arms. Then we're going to do our legs. Then we're going to do a breathing exercise. Then I'm going to pop off here because I got to shower and get ready for work. Okay. I'll talk to y'all just for a little bit. And then I got to get ready to go into work tonight. Take that breather. Catch your breath for a sec. Okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to take our arms and pull them across our body, bend behind our head. If that's a struggle, I'm going to show you a trick. Then we're going to stretch our legs. If that's a struggle, I'm going to show you a trick. And then we're doing our breathing exercise, okay? That you're in control of your breathing. But pull that left arm across your body, please. Starting now. But thank you guys so much for actually sharing this tonight. Thank you all for all the love taps, because I see you TikTok, y'all have not stopped. God bless y'all. God bless all y'all. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, all y'all. Let's switch sides. So right arm across. Then we're going to take our left arm and right arm and pull it in behind our head. I want to show you all a trick that I had to use when I was heavier and couldn't actually do that because of the difficulty of being so overweight. All right. Shake it out. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Hey, y'all. Okay. So doing it this way is a challenge. What I want to suggest, interlock your hands in front of you, okay? Up and over. Or up and over. Okay, so pick whichever method works for you. Let's get it. Go ahead and stick that right leg out in front of you. But you might wonder, why do I tap on my watch so much? I learned when I was an athlete that time and everything is important. Plus, with high intensity interval training, that's what you got to do. You got to do it in intervals. Let's switch sides. So, okay. Let's go. But I want you guys to have the non-skill victories. I want you guys to not have to worry about going to a Mexican restaurant and not being able to fit in your patio furniture that's out there. Whenever your friends want to go sit on the patio, I remember what it's like to have to ask for an armless chair while all my friends are using patio steel furniture because I was so big I couldn't fit. Let's bring our arms down. So, if going to that toe is a challenge, simply lean forward. If you kind of need to brace yourself a little bit but don't apply all of your weight, on this left leg, do that, because I can feel my leg pulling just doing this, okay? But you do what you can handle. Let's get it. But I want you all to have the non-scale victories of being able to wear blue jeans for your first time if that's something that you want. I want you to be able to fit in your car and not feel like you're smushed in like a sardine tin. Like, I want you to have the non-scale victories. So I show up and share my story and my experiences because I've gotten to have those experiences, and I know the world deserves it too. Let's switch sides. Oh, it feels so good. But I love doing this. I love helping other people. But most of all, I love being able to hear your all's success stories of working out with me, or being like, oh my gosh, I never knew this existed. Thank you so much. You're welcome, baby. That's what I'm here for. Let's come up, spread your leggies. We're going to inhale up through our nose. Hold your breath right here. Exhale out, down through your mouth. You're going to do 3. You're in control of your breathing. Let's get it. 1. 2. 1 more. 3. Good job tonight, y'all. So I have the ability. I do go to the gym. I do go and do all of those things. But I do this stuff so other people can understand that there is other forms of exercise. There are other ways you can do this, because I know I have friends that have mobility issues, right? But I also know what it's like to not have somebody that understands, that literally looks you dead in your eyes and is like, you ain't doing it good enough, etc., etc. But I'm here to tell you, guess what? Your best is all I need from you, baby. But you are so welcome. Each and every single one of y'all. Y'all are so welcome. But do y'all have any questions, comments, concerns? Oh, I love so much when people are so rude on my YouTube. That is so nice. Am I on a seafood diet? Do I just seafood and eat it all the time? That's up to you, I guess. What is she doing? No way you look like this after being 500 pounds. Well, laugh out loud. I may not know what you're doing, but it worked because you don't look like you was 500 pounds. If I was asked, I'd say it looks like you're biggest, but if I were you, I'm a trainer, I'd stand up. Laugh out loud. So many people are so rude. That's all I'm gonna say. I love your story. I'm that heavy. Aw. Thank you to all of my first timers. But listen, I've got a lot of naysayers. I've got a lot of negative people that say nasty things. But guess what? I'm going to keep showing up anyways, because those people don't know my true story. They didn't see me at all. Hey, from Atlanta, go Dogs. I'm a UGA fan through and through. But regardless of what the naysayers say, they can keep tuning in because they don't know me. They don't know my story. If you're a personal trainer, then you should know better than to talk to somebody sideways. That's just my opinion. But I also know what it's like to not be a personal trainer. I love your story. I'm heavy too. I started my diet, but my diet last year when I seen you working out so far. That is amazing. You've lost 60 pounds so far, TJ. Congratulations. But one thing about me, y'all gonna see that I'm gonna keep pressing forward, because I know what it's like to not have support and have people that don't know nothing about me say things like that. They're not paying my bills. I can't tell you all the amount of personal trainers that I've seen say go to the gym. I do go to the gym, but I do this for folks that can't go to the gym, that don't have the ability to have the mobility to do the things that I'm offering free of charge, because I know that personal trainer potentially doesn't offer things free of charge because they don't understand what it's like to be over 500 plus pounds and not know where to begin. I do. So I show up for those of y'all that don't have the tools that you may have to pay for. Aw, amen. Amen, y'all. But do y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns before I pop off of here? Because I got to take a shower and get ready. I got to be gone in the next less than an hour. You are so welcome, Lexi. Lex. Some personal trainers are extremely cocky. Yes, they are, because they don't understand what it's like to actually be overweight. But that's okay. Thank you so much for saying congrats on the job, y'all. But anyways, I hope you guys have a blessed night, which I knew my YouTube was going tonight because I could see the comments popping up. But I didn't expect it to be those rude ones. Hello. Before you leave, please. What are you talking about, Kelly? I have to go to work and get ready. So, hey, what's up? Love you, girl. I hope you have a great night. Thank you so much, Nene. Doc's diagnosed me with an enlarged heart. Still approved to work out with you. Oh, bless it. If you go to my Linktree account, y'all are going to have access to all of my social media accounts. Also, if you watch my posts when I'm unable to go live, I automatically share YouTube recordings for you all on TikTok and Facebook. So if you take the time to pay attention to the things that I share for you guys and maybe check my profiles and things of that nature, I do all of this stuff so that I make your all's lives so much easier, because I understand what it's like to want to have access to something, but you don't know where to find it. So I do all of the hard work for you guys, hoping you guys, can do a little bit of it yourself too, kind of-ish. Okay? Because I am just one little old person, and like my Facebook alone has almost 297,000 people on it. So it's highly challenging for me to accommodate the whole world, and I still obviously upset people. But yeah, it is what it is. You can't make everybody happy. Quite clearly, I got personal trainers telling me that what I'm doing ain't right, so it's okay. I can't go to the gym because of my back, but I do watch what I eat. I eat totally different now, thanks to you. I love hearing it. But I'm going to hop off here because I am sweaty natty now. So I'm going to go take me a shower, get ready, get changed so that I can go on ahead and make it to work. But if you guys need Candy Cleanse, I will be shipping it out in the morning. It is $15 per bottle. And $15 flat rate shipping. Y'all have already come at me about my shipping fee. What y'all don't also understand is I've had to pay nearly $30 or more to ship out some of them for you guys. I'm not making these prices up so that I can one up y'all. I'm literally having to eat the ticket because that's how my heart is sometimes. But if you guys are needing access to that, that's helping me meet my needs for next week when I fly out to Las Vegas for the Cheer Choice Awards. So if y'all want to go on ahead and get you some Candy Detox Cleanse, hit your girl up, hit me in my inboxes, whatever the case may be, and I got you. You're predominantly going to be able to access me on my Facebook account under Nataushia Olivia, but I'm going to hop off of here. I will try not to work too hard. Thank you so much, Holly. Thank you. But I love you guys, all of y'all that are true supporters and followers, those of y'all that have taken the time to actually find my GoFundMe account and help me also in that aspect. I've taken that and been able to add that to what I've been saving for next week. But I'm almost there. I'm almost there and I cannot wait. But I hope you guys have an awesome and blessed night. I will see you all again tomorrow. I love you. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Challenge Wednesday. Don't forget to tune in. Okay? God bless y'all. Have a good night. Bye, Facebook. I always leave the one that has the most up here, so TikTok, y'all are going last, okay? Bye, YouTube.